If I can have everyone's attention, we'll get started with our post-race press conference here at Kansas Speedway. We welcome Austin Dillon, driver of the number 3 Advocare Chevrolet, who finished second in today's Kansas Lottery 300 here at Kansas Speedway. Austin, talk a little bit about your run out there today.
Yeah, it was. I had a good run. You know, our car was fast all day, racing out there with Paul. It was fun. I wish the outcome would have been a little different there. Not knocking fuel mileage in or nothing, but it just it kind of stunk having to worry about that. And I think that the 33 and myself, and before the 18 got in trouble, he was one of the fastest cars out there. But after that, the 33 and myself were probably the fastest, and we were trading lap times back and forth. And there at the end, we restarted together and tried to get out front, just couldn't make it happen. But didn't work out either way with fuel mileage, and my guys made a great call at the end to come down pit road at the start of that caution. I was kind of doubting them at first, but I just saw people falling out of the race like crazy coming into the green flag there, and it worked out perfectly. Came back to second.
With the performance today, Chevrolet has clinched the Bill France Performance Cup, the manufacturer's title in the Nationwide Series today. If you could speak a little bit about that as well. Yeah,
it's pretty awesome. 3 less races left, and Chevy clinched the title. So very cool, and I'm glad to be able to make that last pass to do it.
Joining Austin at the table is Joey Logano, driver of the number 18 GameStop Need for Speed Most Wanted Toyota, who finished third in today's Kansas Lottery 300 here at Kansas Speedway. Joey, talk a little bit about your run today.
If you looked at my car, you would never guess I finished third with it. It's destroyed. I'm glad we got the pole. That was good. And as soon as the race started, I was out front, and I was like, man, this thing is tight. We are in trouble. And the 3 and the 33, they were all faster than me right off the bat. I was just trying to keep that clean air for as long as I can. We came in, put 4 on, tried to free it up, and just never can get the front working. We can get the back out, but we can never get the front working for me. They're just trying to hold things off. Got fenced, fixed the car, go down 2 laps, get them back. And then fuel mileage, I know Austin wasn't excited about it, but I was pretty excited about the fuel mileage stuff because I would have finished probably 13th or 14th, and we came home with the 3rd place finish out of that. So we'll take that considering what we went through today. We definitely weren't on a winning car even beforehand, so we're a little frustrated about that. So we'll go back and see what we did wrong.
Okay, we'll open it up for questions for both Joey and Austin. We'll take questions here from the media center, then open it up in the press box. We'll start here with Stan, then go to Randy.
Actually, for both of you, but Joey, starting with you first. Since you'll be racing here tomorrow, how do you feel the track has progressed since you first started practicing here back on Wednesday to the finish of today's race?
A lot. I know for me, my car wouldn't turn, and I just kept moving up the racetrack, and it was kind of working for me. So I was like, oh, this is better than where it was. And I was doing that really early in the race. Even when Austin was behind me, first 15 laps or so, I was moved up already trying to get my stuff to turn somehow and doing different things. And that really started as soon as the sun came out in cut practice before the race started. You can see everyone starting to move up, and it's like, okay, there might be something here. And I tried it some in cut practice too, and so it kind of gave me an advantage getting into the race, at least for the first 20 laps or so.
Yeah, mine was opposite. I actually started off free into 3. I think we went off in the first corner, and Brian was second, and I was third, and we both got loose getting in. I was like, oh man, it's gonna be a long day because the track's way looser than it's been the whole time. But I thought we had it tightened up enough, and Joey's right there for a while. He was racing on the outside, and I was under him and just couldn't clear him. But it was fun racing like that. And as we tightened my car up, I could widen my arc out more. And at the end of the race, actually getting into turn 3, I could make a pretty big arc in. So I was proud of that. The track's definitely getting better, I felt like, and should see some better racing tomorrow. And it wasn't bad today. It was lap traffic was a little hairy there at the beginning. It got better at the end, but all in all, it turned out for a good race with the fuel mileage and people running out in the craziness.
All right, we'll take our next question from Randy.
Yeah, Joey, Randy Kovitz, Kansas City Star. Kind of to build on that, I got 2 things. To build on that, 12 cautions today was a record. Do we attribute that to the track, the newness of the track?
Yeah. You have a narrow groove. You have tires that are very, very hard. And a high rate of speed, and when you're behind cars, especially on restarts, if you don't know exactly where other cars are and what's going to happen, it will cause your car to do some crazy things, and that's like an experience thing. I think tomorrow's race won't be as bad, but I think it definitely is an aero war out there, and putting people in spots and doing different things, and knowing what your car is going to do in certain situations.
That was, so guys like yourself and Kyle and Menard, I guess, guys who are going to run tomorrow, how good was that? Danica, how good was that for you guys?
Oh, it was very valuable to come here and do that. To just kind of learn how to pass cars at this racetrack, learn how to do things with it, and it's like I said before this race started. I had an advantage for about 20 laps. Well, we're going to have an advantage for about 20 laps tomorrow, and then it's going to be an evened out playing field. But at least we kind of know which way the track went and what happened. In like racing situations, like I said.
I can ask one more thing, because I'm sure others will ask. Talk about you and Ricky. Just what happened there. How'd you see it? Were you upset, etc.?
We're upset about it, obviously. I'm not excited about getting wrecked, but at the same time, I understand it was a racing thing. When you get someone on the inside of you there, he was tucked up so close to my quarter, he's putting so much air on my spoiler, getting me really tight. And then when being the inside car at that point, it makes your car really tight too. So I started lifting because I was running out of real estate. And he just kept on coming. I was like, oh boy. And then the wall came. So that was the end of that.
All right, we'll take a question from the press box.
Reed Spencer with NASCAR Wire Service. Joey, given the degree of contact that you guys had off the corner there, can you believe that he won the race and you finished third in the first place? Well,
he only had the right side tore off, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I had both sides. So that makes it a little tougher for me to do that. And they did a good job fixing their car. I mean, they got it to where it was pretty quick. Up to, probably a 7th or 8th place car he probably had. And for us to finish third, yes, I believe he can win the race too after that.
Thanks. And for Austin, a little off the subject, but I just wanted to get your reaction to the reduction in field size for Nationwide next year from 43 to 40.
Okay, I didn't know that we were doing that. I think 3 cars less, it'll probably make a few guys, the qualifying procedure will be a little different because there will be a tighter spot for people getting in the race, but points will be just that much more valuable when you're running like this. As you can see right now, we can't get separated. The top 3, I think I've got the most top 10s. Wins, that just means that the wins mean more. You got to win races, and to get that separation in points somehow, and people got to make mistakes. I thought we had the 6 down today, and he was able to come back and recover, and the 2 also, he finished right there behind us. So it's just tough gaining spots, and that means every race counts.
All right, we'll come back down here. We'll take a follow-up from Stan.
Yeah, Austin, you didn't pit at the end, but yet your teammate, Elliott Sadler.
We did pit.
Oh,
yeah, we came down. We came down the beginning of the caution. Me and the 2 pitted together.
Oh, okay. I
Myself
missed
and the 2.
I apologize.
No problem.
Are you certain you would not have made it to the finish?
After looking at everybody that ran out, I'd say yeah. I mean, Kyle was out there. I was drafting pretty heavily behind the 33 at one point in the race, and we're saving quite a bit of fuel, and might have been able to, but you never know. And we did the right thing, I think, coming down, and 6 had an advantage where he had to pit to fix his car, and it worked out for him. I've been in races like that in the truck series. I think Todd Bodine spun out at Kentucky, pitted, and it went green, and I lost the race there. So been on both sides of it. Just hopefully one day we'll be on the winning side.
Okay, final question.
This is for both of you. My name's Buddy Ray. I'm with the front stretch. We seen early in the Nationwide race today, we saw a lot of trouble going down into turn 4, coming out of 3 into 4. What was turn 4 like for both of you as a driver? Was it fairly tricky?
After listening to what Austin's car did, I'm pretty sure mine was a lot different because I was plowing, and I'd keep going up the racetrack, and the wall comes up really quick there. is what it is. It's really tight on exit of 4. You know, it kind of looks like it's going to keep turning, you know, going up the racetrack, and that wall just sneaks up and bites you pretty quick.
Yeah, my car was real loose in at the beginning, and then I was like late exit. I was already in the gas, and just you lose side force tucked up behind people. I think that's another part. And I saw one wreck right in front of me. Just somebody blew a right front tire. I think the part of that is you get tire heat because there's not a wide entrance, so you can't make that arc that we usually can, and everybody runs in straight, and then you get tight off, so you're just putting a lot of pressure on that tire when you can't arc the corner because the groove's only so wide right now. And it's getting better. Like at the end of the race, I could make a bigger arc, and you know, there's a white dot going into 3, and I could center it up or be to the right of it, where earlier the first few practices we had to be like right sides below it. So it got better and better as we went, but I think that's where you see the right side damage and stuff, or people blowing right fronts or whatever, and just part of the track right now.
All right, Joey, Austin, congratulations on your run today. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.